Things went really good. I had like really bad anxiety issues, really bad depression. Didn't really know where I was going, didn't know what to do. And then when kind of like Music Works was kind of introduced, it all kind of like fell into place. Like slowly, it didn't all come straight away. But there was the stepping stones were introduced, and now kind of like all the problems I was going through are no longer, well, they're always there, but like it's not really something that stops me from doing anything to better myself. I got introduced to Malachi from my music teachers. I wanted to be a rapper at the time, and my teacher didn't really know how to facilitate that. They were all like classical musicians. So I got introduced to Malachi, started doing something called Voice It, which was getting young people inspired to do music and to do a show. From there, I realised I didn't want to be a rapper. I was taught like skills through logic, and Malachi worked for the Music Works was kind of like getting us involved in that kind of side as well, not just like the performance side. So that meant I found that love there. So I started doing that. I left school. Instead of doing school, I went to hospital education, which helped people who were not in school and who were suffering from something. In my case, it was Asperger's, but that wasn't even the problem. It was just like depression, anxiety. Malachi was working there and doing like a course there, so from there I was able to nurture the skills I had doing production, and the production ended up being engineering, which I do not regret. I loved making music and making things sound good. It's a very weird one. Didn't think I'll be this far in this little time. But auditioned for Birmingham Ormston Academy, which I'm gonna have to thank Malachi for that again, because he gave me that option, which was not an option at the time. So going through there, traveling on a train every day, which for someone with anxiety would just be like, no, that's not good. Yeah, it wasn't, but that gave me the confidence. I started linking with young musicians over there who were also really, really talented. Started love engineering, and when I finished, I said I'd gone to uni. I just messaged Malachi saying, is there anything I can do? So I went through the intern process and the assistant process. Was trained by also a young engineer, very talented, Ditton, and yeah, then things got put into motion, and I started working for Malachi in 340, Studio 340, which was crazy, from the guy that taught me to now working for him. And yeah, that's kind of like our whole process. But I'm so glad that all happened, and now I've got the confidence to be in a session with people like I do not know, which would not have happened at the time when I was 16. I couldn't even go to a restaurant and order food. So to be meeting new people every day, making them feel comfortable, helping them make beautiful music, it's really a pleasure to be able to do that, and it's a gift. And thank you for Music Works for giving me the steps to be able to do that now.